Well, hey folks, it's your old pal King Waspinator. Welcome back to Total Party Skills. Get a little bonus video for this evening because there seems to be something in the air, and I kind of hinted on it a little bit earlier in the video I did earlier today. We were talking about how the community is kind of starting to show the cracks that have been placed in it by the blow to the entire thing that was caused by January's controversies from the Kingpin role-playing game of them all. Uh, Counter response to games by Marc Wolff. He seems to have a small channel. Seems to be a soft-spoken but nice fellow. So some of y'all might want to go check him out and give him a subscribe just to see what his content's like. I remember what it was like being at 40 subscribers, and yeah, it's weird where on one level you're like, wow, I can't even believe I got 40 people subscribing to me and listening to me, and on the other hand you're like, why only 40? So do me a favor, do him a favor. He was nice enough to make a response video that was fairly well thought out, and I'm kind of doing my thing of just kind of just letting his thoughts flow as he goes. As the idea of a universal game system, if there was such a thing, we already would have had it. I think there's a limit to universality. Some games are too unique in flavor for a universal one-size-fits-all kind of rule system. And what I myself have been doing is just playing with largely B-movie concepts and not, I haven't been spending a tremendous amount of time, years on end, developing any one singular game setting or game system or any kind of thing like that. Because I'm still in the, the learning how to be an independent publisher phase still somewhat. I still don't feel like I have enough of an audience yet to be trying to do Kickstarters and all that kind of stuff. I could be wrong. Maybe to a point where there might be other people out there who actually would like to come together in some sort of Avengers-style kind of alliance and make something new. And for that same kind of reason, I haven't tried to throw my best possible material out there because I don't have the support to put it out properly. If there's any publishers out there who'd like to put a little spit on polish on one of my ideas and put out a book, feel free to get hold of me. Actually, I had noticed in the comments on DriveThruRPG that someone's saying that they're a publisher from France that wanted to get a hold of me about Escape from Planet Matriarchy, but because of their notification system being fairly non-existent, I didn't notice that comment until like 7 months after it got left, so who knows if I'll ever hear from that again. But after a moment's thought, I can see how Escape from Planet Matriarchy would be popular in France. For a couple of different reasons. That's all besides the point. Still, though, check out his channel. He says he has some sort of universal game theory going on, which I'm sure we all do. CondorDM, he puts out a lot of videos, comments on the channel. Seems an all-right fellow, a little combative on purpose, but, hey, that's his thing. The world needs our fighters and our shit starters, but he seems to have gotten into a bit of a kerfuffle with Legion of Myth. Now, I went on one of Legion of Myth's live streams, I think twice actually, about a year or so ago, and then kind of just, lumped them in with the whole, like, oh, these idiots who've been platforming Venture Satanis after the whole thing where Venture the Satanis, got kicked off drive-thru over the whole abortion adventure thing, and I says, like, basically you said, what idiots they are for platforming them so much, and that I wasn't going to go on their live stream or associate with them. And then I held to that. I'm sure they might have talked some shit about it. I wouldn't know. I stopped watching. I am amazingly uncurious about what other people have to say or think at times, and don't give a shit. So Condor says that, his kerfuffle with them has had effects on his channel's growth, and I don't know. I never noticed anything similar, but I'm not quite an OSR person, so I guess all I can say to that is I do at times find it annoying that the content they cover is, oh man, it's an awful lot of overlap with stuff I intend to cover, And sometimes that does cause me to change my mind about the videos I'm going to make. They largely kind of turned me off to wanting to do riff stuff and all that. But I don't know. I know a couple of people in my audience, do associate with them, and I'm not necessarily like saying anything about you because you've been on their live streams or anything. Just because you're a guest doesn't mean you're the host, kind of a thing. I can only just speak from my own perspective, but as people have noticed, or to those who like to call me words like based, I do not really give much of a fuck about what people think about me. It's, why do you think I make videos where I'm just talking off the cuff and don't even bother shaving or combing my fucking hair? It's not because I'm necessarily out trying to impress everybody. I'm looking for the people who can get through the filter and see what's really going on. And not everyone's savvy for that now, are they? But and I would also say, throw CondorDM a bone. I've appreciated his comments in my comments section, and he could use some more subscribers. I am waiting to finally hear what this great content of his is. He often in his videos comments about how he's got these profound things that he says that'll get people to think and fire them up. But he just talks about how he has these ideas. I seldom have seen videos of his where he talks about them. As someone who went through a phase of a lot of like me videos early on, it helps to tone that down a little bit. Maybe put out some actual gaming content and not just your morning video about how you're not getting enough subscribers. People, just for basic psychological reasons, don't respond well to begging. You have to be aloof about it. You can't be like, oh, I'll do anything. Please subscribe to me. Please give me a place at your table. Well, that's a great way to not get a place at the table. You get a place at the table because you show up and you sit the fuck down. It seems glib, but it's surprising how often that works. Anyway, I guess that's about it. Just some random thoughts I had while looking through YouTube and just seeing some of the back and forth that's going on right now. Yeah, I guess that's about it. Stay waspinated.
Stewards and Obstacles. The only tabletop role-playing game adventure that allows you to take on the role of stewards of the world's most inclusive role-playing game, to fight hateful content and fully monetize your players. For use with the Total Party System Rules Handbook.